representing the legendary Al Davis. And the team's will to just win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiant Stadium, as these fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. Today, a pair of rivals from the AFC West. It's the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Welcome to the field, your Las Vegas Raiders.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And away we go at Allegiant Stadium. Here's White on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So out ahead the Raiders for their first possession. And leading them out, you and I both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013, coming off a career high in passing yards last season. It's Geno Smith.
Not been a whole lot of careers quite like Geno's. The miraculous second half of his career in 2022 is now old news. And I think it's because of a stubbornness, a stick-to-itiveness, and a competitiveness that few have.
Eight yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun snap to Smith. Finds a seam down the middle. Breaks free in the center of the field. And he's in. Touchdown! The Raiders take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Broncos nothing.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
To kick off for Las Vegas.
Fielded at the 7. He dodged the tackle. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
The biggest mistake he can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace of the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Nix from the gun. Now to be caught by Troy Franklin. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. This is ahead for about 5. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Here's Nix. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
I can promise you that is a throw, and it's a quarterback when it leaves your hands. You do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Shotgun snap to Nix. He's got Sutton complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 16
It's a great
yards.
pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Nix with it on first. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. We're going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he's going to be stopped about a half second before he can pick up the first. Ball down to the 26.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Third down run by Dobbins. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. He only finds a window for two, but that's still enough for a first down.
That's another Broncos first down. A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Broncos.
Yeah, I get it. Fans will measure a running back's merit by touchdowns, yards, the fantasy football world we live in. But as coaches and teammates, Kate, they want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that, a guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. And now it's second down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Again on second and 10. Nix has him on the quick hitter. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Broncos first down. First down and 10 yards to go.
Working inside the red zone. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Nix to throw again. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos finish off their opening drive. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Dylan Laube on the return. And in the end, he's he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Second drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Powering his way forward a bit, giving him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Second and 4.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Back to Genty. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good for a Raiders first.
And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belly. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that second level.
First down, and they go right back to it. He works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. On the sneak, it's Smith. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stuck him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Running from the pistol here with Genty. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another Raiders first down.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a first down too.
Too much lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of his target.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's Smith. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders break the tie here in the first. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines. Because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker. Because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
Carlson now to add one more.
The point after.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
14, Broncos 7.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Broncos headed out for their second drive of the game. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be second down.
Okay, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on first down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to second.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
And the Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Any run of this size is going to wound the defense. If you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on first. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
Well, one defender failed. His buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Nix. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And he's tackled for no gain.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This is Sutton working the right side. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Never eat shredded wheat. North, east, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
On 4th down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. And this is the punt you want every time. It bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Bronc. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. First play is going to be a give to Genty. This is close, but he is not in the end zone, blocked by less than a yard. They avoid the safety. But boy, that was close.
Back at the 1-yard line.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They are facing 2nd down deep on their own end. Genty from the gun. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Riley Moss with that tackle.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Looking slant route, complete. And they're not going to stop him until he gets out to that 16-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
First down. 1st and 10.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
On first down, Genty. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Greg Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. So when Reed, they'll give it to Genty. He's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's 3rd down now.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Broncos going nickel here, 3rd down. Here he is on 3rd and short. That's Lockett, he brings it in. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
7-yard gain. That's good for a Las Vegas 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Looking to throw, Smith. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to a minute at 45. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
You could see that screen develop as the lineman pull right out in front. Sets up a nice gain. Love to see a running back utilize the big man in front of him.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, it's pretty clear just watching this unfold. They want to find a way to get this player in space where he's most dangerous. Defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came off on that one.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Out left, and Lockett makes the ground. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Raiders 1st.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And off to Genty. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after a 2nd-yard gain. Last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Pat Surtain, hauling him to the ground.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. A play fake, now Smith to throw. Going left side, Bowers has it. This gets down to about the 36-yard line. Brandon Jones up for the stop.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right? Look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
Broncos bringing out an extra DB on 3rd down. From the gun, Smith. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. Ball on the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, And he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Marvin Mims now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Broncos offense all set to go. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a one-score game here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Complete to number 14, Portland Sutton. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
They're set up at the 35 now. Back to Dobbins on 1st. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Running it again with Dobbins. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Play action with Nix. Throw is caught. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
He has room past the 25. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
A gain of 25 more yards. That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and goal, Denver.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant, and it's the Broncos looking at 1st and 5. It's a give here for Dobbins, and he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos make it a one-score game before halftime. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos cut it to a field goal game.
Broncos 14.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Here's White on the return. This makes it up to the 25. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Throwing is Smith. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. The Broncos start getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Kevin White hauls him down.
Down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Nix from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him.
And the Broncos.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. This one's caught. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout.
It's a gain of 8.
And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
At the Raiders,
you get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing again. Here's Nix. Connects on the crosser. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Broncos start getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. Throwing on first down, Nix. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And he'll go down at this right at the 39-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Broncos first down. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Broncos.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
This goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. They'll throw, 3rd and long. He's got Sutton complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
It's a gain of
An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. This is Dobbins. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. He landed Roberts coming over for the hit.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. They run. Here's Dobbins. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
You know, Kate, these are not the plays that are like bold in the stat sheet when you look back on it, but these are the kind of gains by the running back that keep the offense on schedule and move the chains.
They've got first down from the 31. Carry here for Dobbins. His progress is soft, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
Well, half the hay is in the barn when you get 5 on first down, and now they're in such a good spot where you can attack those other 5 yards in any way you want.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Now Nix on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 20. And the Broncos first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted, but you got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
Dobbins on 1st and goal. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's a Denver touchdown! The Broncos take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos take a 4-point lead.
Broncos 21, Raiders 17. Will Lutz.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's White on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Raiders take
the offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Putting a receiver in motion. Shotgun snap to Smith. Oh, he puts him air under this one, right side. He had it for a moment, but a Great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Throwing on third, Smith. He'll get this to Tucker. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
That's how you draw it up defensively. That's exactly what you want the coverage to do. Force that quarterback to throw it short and get off the field.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. The Broncos running their offense out once again. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Knicks now on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Complete to Marvin Mims. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 42-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running this with Dobbins. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Mitch holds on to it. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Just a little reminder right there that he's more than a passer. He'll call his number as a runner too, especially if the defenses don't account for him.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Quick on the draw here to Dobbins. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down drop. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass, and they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. To throw, here's Nix. And he'll set up the screen here. It's Harvey. Escapes the defender. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, it is so nice to have a running back that can catch it too. And a pass catcher that is so good in a select package of plays just like that through the air. That screen is devastating to a defense when you got a runner that can catch it like that.
Nix off the play action. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. And they're going to throw out of the gun. He tucks it and takes off. And they're going to score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos lengthen the lead at the end of the third. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Lots there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos drive their lead to 11.
28, Raiders 17.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Laube with the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Take over first and 10.
They've got first down from the 31.
31-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Smith. And he won't find anything here. They're there to drop him for the sack on what's likely the final play of this third quarter.
A loss of 7.
And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
At the 24-yard line.
So we're through 3 here. It's Raiders football, and they'll need to get to work. They're trailing here late. Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Smith to the air now. He gets this to Michael Mayer. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 8.
Third down here. Need 8 on the play. To the air on 3rd and long. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's a Vegas first down.
It's a gain of 30. And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Genty from the gun. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now Smith taking off with it. And flying ahead for a few. It's 3rd down.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
6 defensive backs out there. Broncos going dime here on 3rd down. From the gun, Smith. Finds Genty underneath. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
And a Las Vegas first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Working inside the red zone. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
But his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Smith. Connecting on the slant. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
A gain of 8 brings up 3rd and 12.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Air it out on 3rd. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. This is a 39-yarder. Kicked well, and this is good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. He fields it from the 8. Shoots away from 1. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. Now trying to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking, he's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Nix trying to sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line, no gain.
A gain on the play. And the Broncos 1st down.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a 1st down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
Play action with Nix. He finds his back, Harvey. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves. And you got to be ready for that check down at all times.
2nd down now, 7 to go. We'll give up the middle to Harvey. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. First down, ball at the 36. Shotgun snap to Nix. That's completed right side. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. On the handoff, here's Harvey. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on first down. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining in this game.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. There's a dive up the middle. And he's going to be knocked backwards. This loses yards to the 7. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the 4th quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof, well, it's a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
Here comes Will Lutz, a lot riding on this field goal try. A very short kick here from the right hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
Best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's White on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Now Smith. It's a screen play to Genty. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Complete to number 2,
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders at a 2-score deficit.
At the 33-yard line.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches. They motion a receiver left. Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
No timeouts and down 2 scores. They've got to find points quickly here. It's 1st and 10. Smith setting the throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Again, it's Smith to the air. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Here he is to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And 4th and 4 coming up.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Need a touchdown and a field goal. Looks like they want the tougher part first. The offense going for it on 4th down. He's got it to his running back. And they make the tackle at the 38. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Catch made underneath by the back. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
One of the things I love about this offense is how they mix and match their personnel. They move them around. One of the many wrinkles is sending the running back out as a wide receiver. And he's proven he's just as dangerous in that role as he is out of the backfield.
Looking slant route complete. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. A rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
It's a gain of 7.
So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.